Hey, what is up guys, it's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan. Today we're going to be doing a quick comparison between the HTC Desire 616 versus the Moto G. Completely different segment of product, but the price range is quite identical. In fact, you get a good mix of devices for the price. The Desire 616 available for around 16,900 rupees, whereas the Moto G available for 14,000 rupees. Let's do a quick comparison. These are good products in both price brackets, and a good amount of people have asked us to do this video for you guys. So let's go ahead and do that for you. Now, the Moto G is only available at flipkart.com officially in India, and it is available in a bunch of colors that you can choose from. The Desire 616 will come only in two colors, the white and the black gray that you see here. The Moto G also allows for you to change the back panels using the Moto shells that are sold separately on Flipkart's website as well. So let's quickly run through the specifications and the overall look and feel of the devices. So over at the front on the Desire 616, you get a 5-inch 1280 by 720p display. Whereas on the Moto G you get a 4.5-inch 1280 by 720p display. Both of them are IPS LCDs, and the Moto G has a Gorilla Glass 3, which does give it an upper edge. The Moto G, although a smaller screen, gets a higher pixel per inch density, therefore giving it a slight upper edge, meaning your pictures, your videos will be slightly more crisp on the Moto G. As far as processors are concerned, you get a 1.5 GHz octa-core MediaTek 6592 on the Desire 616, whereas you get a 1.2 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 quad-core on the Moto G, along with the Adreno 305 GPU. There is a little difference between both these chipsets. In fact, some would argue that the octa-core chipset is better, and some would argue that the Snapdragon chipset is better. Again, this is a choice between people and their requirements. And in our scenario, in our test, we've seen that the Snapdragon 400 sort of is more stable. The Desire 616 comes with Android Jelly Bean, whereas the Moto G comes with KitKat, or now the minute you unbox your device, you will get KitKat on it. And as far as we are aware, Moto will also push out the next version, which is Moto L, to the Moto G as soon as they can work out a ROM for you guys. So as far as software is concerned, Motorola will get faster support compared to HTC's support, but you do get blink feed, or sort of blink feed, on the Desire 616, and you also get Sense, even though half, but you still get Sense on the Desire 616, which is going to be appreciated by a lot of people. HTC will also possibly push out Android KitKat for the 616, but there is no surety of that. If you talk about cameras, the Desire 616 takes the cake here. You have a fantastic 8 megapixel camera with autofocus for the back, 1920 by 1080p video, 2 megapixel in the front, whereas for the Moto G you get a 5 megapixel camera at the back and a 1.3 megapixel camera in the front, a 720p capable video capture for the device, which may not impress a lot of people, but you get features like slow motion video and burst mode. You also get auto HDR and panorama, tap to focus, all of that in the Moto G, so it might be worth saving a couple of thousand rupees if you don't want full HD video. Now, both of them have approximately the same battery. The Desire 616 comes with 2000 milliamps, whereas the Moto G comes with 2070 milliamps on the battery. In our test, we've seen that the Moto G has fantastic battery life, whereas the 616, also thanks to its 1.4 GHz downclocking or underclocking, will also get fantastic battery life. So in both scenarios, you're in a good position. Now, here's where it gets tricky. The Desire 616 comes with 4 GB of inbuilt storage, whereas the Moto G comes with 16 GB of inbuilt storage, giving it the upper edge. But the Desire 616 also gets micro SD card expandability up to 32 GB, where the Moto G fails because they don't have a micro SD card. So you have to decide if 16 GB is enough for you, then you can definitely go for the Moto G. You also get 1 GB of RAM on both the devices, so they stand at a tie in that situation. In terms of build quality and design, the Moto G is one of the best built phones that we've seen in this price segment for a fairly long time. You also have water resistance built into the Moto G, and most people have tested it, and we've tested it, we've used it extensively, and the Moto G performs well, looks good, and has these fantastic back panels, and the overall look and feel of the device is pretty impressive. As far as the Desire 616 is concerned, it is not far behind either. You get this fantastic build quality, the kind of holes for the speaker grill. The overall look and feel of the HTC Desire 616 is not disappointing either. In fact, it looks a lot more premium than the device actually is. It looks like a phone which would be upwards of 20,000 rupees. So HTC has not held back in terms of design and look and overall, dare I say, sex appeal of this phone. The phone manages to hold well. So again, a comparison of the two devices which are good category sellers in this price segment, and people will really appreciate and have the ability to choose from a lot of phones in this price bracket. With the Xiaomi Mi 3 in the coming up time, you will see a lot more happening in this price segment. So stay tuned for that. This has been Bharat Nagpal, guys. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out our reviews on iGyaan.in. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because it helps us understand you a lot better. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.